welcome Bruce Lutchmedial! Bruce Lutchmedial, son of Will Chope. I really respect his experience, his talent, but I think he falls.
Yo, what up, yo? Okay, so this right here is me about a year ago going into my first ever professional bare knuckle boxing match. And in today's video, I'm just gonna be like reviewing the match, watching it over, and just kind of like telling you guys exactly what was going through my head. And yeah, that's what's going on. Let's get right into the video. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's get right into it. Let's rewind it back from the beginning. So this guy right here is Will Chope. He's an ex-UFC fighter. He fought Max Holloway in the UFC. He's a giant. He's like 6'5". Like, he was huge. He's pretty much the biggest 155-pound fighter that you can find. He was like a giant 155-pound fighter, and no one wanted to fight this guy in Florida. Especially no one wanted to fight him in bare knuckle because, one, he was a giant. Two, he was a UFC fighter. He's fought some top level competition, and three, he's had over 100 fights. I think this was his 120th professional fight. So he's fought in MMA, Muay Thai, Letway. So he's pretty much like the biggest dude ever with more experience than anyone else. And so they're like, yo, Bruce, you want to fight this guy? I got the opportunity to fight him because if you guys know me, if you guys follow the channel, you guys would know I am a professional MMA fighter. I competed in pro MMA. I competed in pretty much every professional sport: pro boxing, pro Muay Thai, pro kickboxing. I've dabbled in everything except bare knuckle. And so I was presented with the opportunity, mostly because no one else wanted to fight this guy at 155 pounds. So I said, you know what, let's do this for the family here. Yeah, let's get into it here. Will Chope.
And his opponent fighting from the blue corner, standing 5'9" and weighing 155.2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his bare knuckle.
See, it says Deep Side, Florida. Deep Side is like the hood out here.
Deep Side, Florida. Please welcome Bruce Lutchmedial.
Going into this bare knuckle fight, I was kind of like, one question that I had was like, was this gonna be a painful experience? Like, when I get hit, is it gonna be more painful than if I get hit with a glove, or is it gonna be the same? Like, that was one of my questions. And so I found out pretty soon. I found out pretty quick.
Punches in volume and keep moving.
Bam.
And just like that, down goes Lutchmedial.
Okay, so imagine that. So I was kind of nervous going into this thing. I'm fighting this giant, this huge dude. It's my first ever bare knuckle fight. I didn't really know what to expect. And then as soon as the fight starts, I start off with some jabs, and that probably didn't look that clean to someone who's just watching it. May have even looked like I fell down, but dude, he clipped me. That's what I call an awkward tall guy punch. Here's a clip of what happened there. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys might have to turn your head sideways, but that's the punch right there that clipped me. 10 seconds into the fight, I get hit with this awkward punch, and it was almost like I had never got hit like that ever before. Never have I. No one's ever hit me, and I've like got like that was right on the chin, and that was like a flash knockout. Like I literally saw Jesus for a second there, and that was just 8 seconds into the fight. So I was like, oh my gosh, all right, I just gotta keep my chin down. I gotta tuck my chin a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like my chin may have been just slightly a little bit, but he came under my jab. Like I was throwing my jab, and then he came under like on some awkward tall guy punch. So I was like, all right, I gotta tighten it up a little bit here.
Counter left hook. That's what we talked about. Test the chin, son. Total line.
8 seconds in, I get clipped. Like I've never been clipped before in a fight.
Black and red trunks for Lutchmedial. Black multi-colored trunks for Will Chope. Lutchmedial told me that he is more like a Diaz style. He likes to keep his hands all over everyone, but the distance is a problem. Oh,
now I clip him. I clip him over the top with an overhand.
This is what I talked about, Sean. Both of these guys are testing their chin. They both have weak chins.
This dude said we both have weak chins. Bro, this is bare knuckle, bro.
1-2 from Lutchmedial. Overhand right, nearly an overhand hammer.
And that commentator, I forgot his name. His name's Joe Warren or something like that, bro. I'm pretty sure he was drunk the whole night, bro. I gave him some shit about that on my Instagram. I was like, bro, what the hell? And people, like, I had posted the fight on. It wasn't even me that gave him shit. Like, it was more so like my followers, because I posted the full fight on my Instagram, and I got like tons of views, and people were getting on him, and because he said that. But yeah, I felt like he was like reading the other dude's notes, like, and talking about me. Like I could tell he was reading the other dude's notes, because he was saying stuff about me that I never told him, that I had told the other commentator, Sean Wheelock or whatever. Sean Wheelock was the other commentator who actually interviewed me. And but that dude was like drunk, like talking shit about all the fighters that night.
The 6'4" Will Chope. Will Chope talked about being more.
So I'm trying to push forward, even though I got hit. I'm trying to push forward, whether it be even on the clinch. I'm still trying to push him back, trying to keep it tight.
Make this an outside fight. Lutchmedial wants to do that. Come inside with punches, solve that distance.
These little punches that he was landing on my ears ended up giving me, like, I had like a slight hematoma or something. Like my ears were swollen at the end of the fight. Like the doctors had to drain it backstage from those little tiny punches like that when I was like clinched up with him.
See this? See the head movement? The jab to the.
So I'm still trying to push forward. That's been my main thing. If you watch my last couple of fights, all I've been doing is just pushing forward and moving forward. That's been my main thing. Earlier in my career, I was known to like dance around and counter punch a lot. And I kind of switched it up recently. So even though I got clipped in the first 8 seconds, I still came forward. I dropped him, and then I tried to push forward for the rest of the fight, for the rest of the round.
So essentially make that even, and then look at who you think won the round. First knockdown scored by Will Chope.
We've got an ad here. I'm watching this on YouTube here.
First knockdown. Chope leads him in.
This is where, see, he came under my jab.
It was like a straight overhand right.
And then this is where I drop him.
Right there. Boom, drops him.
Like I barely clipped him with something.
He hit his knees and got dazed, thought he was in MMA again, went to a double leg. Almost shot the swing double.
So coming into round two now you know, my nerves have left me a little bit. I'm a little bit more in the fight. And again, I just start to go straight with my forward pressure. But he gives me a little pushback now. Right here, he feels me trying to push him back. And then he tries to push back. But then I catch him right there. I caught him with like a two-piece. I threw 2 overhand rights, and I was like, it's a little sloppy. I gotta get back to my jab. Bam. Then we landed, bro. Gallbladder 23 right on the button.
Chope is having a hard time coming up right now. He's still on his back.
I was yelling at him, stay down. At this point, I was yelling at him. I was like, stay down. I was so happy at this point. And then I just started, I started pointing at the fake black belt's gear. I was trying to rep the fake black belts.
I said that. I said I was worried about his chin, how strong his chin was. 120 fights. You got to be punch drunk a little bit, or you're not really sure. I mean, you saw the right hand land one time and he dropped. And then
yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good fight.
Shot hit him in the chin, he dropped again. So I hope he's doing okay.
I came out with a W, so it was a great fight.
He's still
but yeah, that's kind of what happened there. I was just trying to push forward. I got a little sloppy, and then I said, you know what, I got to stick to my jab. And then when I went back to my jab, the finish came, you know. So we'll just look at the replay here, and then I'll cut this video here.
And I'm a fan of Will Chope. You know, I've always been. So it's sad to see him on his back like that, but that might be the last fight we see Will fight.
Will Chope, based in Phuket, Thailand, during this worldwide COVID pandemic, has come back to his native United States.
Yeah, this guy Will Chope, he lives all over the place. He lives all over the world, in Thailand and shit.
Bruce is landing a left jab really nice, moving his feet in.
Bam.
Throws the overhand right, catches on
all off the jab, man. All off the basics.
Area, mouth, and he lands right on his back. He didn't get up till right now.
Little triple jab.
Jab, jab.
Double jab to GB 23, bro. Gallbladder 23. Repping fake black belts. If you guys want the merch, make sure you hit up fakeblackbelts.org. Thank you for viewing this video. I guess those are my thoughts going into the fight. And I guess, you know, my question was answered. I was kind of like, yo, is this gonna be a more painful experience going into this bare knuckle fight? I was like, that was my main thing, because I had done MMA fights, I'd done boxing fights, I'd done kickboxing fights, and I was like, man, is this gonna hurt? You know, it's a pretty normal question, like, is this gonna hurt? And my answer my conclusion was no, it was exactly the same. Like, if you're in the middle of a fight, like a professional fight, an amateur fight, whatever fight that you're fighting, I mean, someone kicks you in the face or someone punches you in the face, it all feels like a flash, you know, like it just feels like an impact on your body or your face, and then a flash. Depending on how hard you get hit, that flash could be like, when I got clipped, I had never got clipped like that ever. Like, I've gotten like punched and like pushed down. I've gotten, you know what I'm saying, but no one's ever hit me on the chin. That was the first, and that was a really awkward shot, and I was upset that I got caught with that. You gotta keep your chin even more tucked, man. That's why I always say, like, you know, gotta keep that cheek to the shoulder. Use those shoulders to protect your chin. You know what I mean? You can't, bro, if you mess around and you're like this in a bare knuckle fight, you're gonna get clipped, bro. You gotta be like extra tight. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, os fake black belts, yo, peace.